My name is Ann Kinney. I am the Director of Training and Enrichment at the SPCA Albrecht Center. This is my little friend, Spider. Spider was not born here, but he's about probably 5 months old now. Here's Spider. And he is very typical of the kind of dog that we're going to find in a shelter, especially here in the Southeast. He's a black puppy. You look at him, you really don't know what kind of box he fits in. Some people would say, oh, he's a lab. Some people would think, is that a shepherd mix? Some people would say, is he a pit bull? Somebody might think he's got some bird dog in him. But really what I like to call most of the dogs here, I call them American shelter dogs.
I'm Sue Altman. I'm the shelter manager here at the SPCA. Right now we have about 150 cats and 70 dogs. We do about 800 adoptions a year, and that's a total for cats and dogs. They're about equal as far as adoption goes between the two. I mean, I've been around long enough that I can normally look at a dog and say this one will go home really fast, or this one's going to take a little bit of work. There are some things that go into it. If it's a basic black lab, people are going to overlook it unless there's something super fantastic about it that we can show off. It's pretty much just experience and knowing what to look for and what people really want to adopt.
You've got to be proactive about what you're going to do with these dogs, because anything over 2 weeks is called long-term kenneling. And that's why enrichment, we call it enrichment training, has gotten more of a foothold over the past, 5-10 years, because it's important, especially if you're not going to euthanize for space. Because if you don't, then you just become basically legalized hoarders. On any given day, we usually have no more than 25 dogs on our adoption floor. Because we like to keep them separated, give them their own space, and I will not overcrowd, mainly because I won't take on more animals than I have the resources to provide, humane care for, which means they have to have the enrichment that they need. From the time we take the dog at intake and it moves and it leaves this shelter to go home, we're going to have invested in every single dog probably between $200 and $600, and we adopt them out for $75 and $95. It costs us about $110,000 a month just to keep these doors open. 95% of the animals, all the animals that come into the shelter, 95% make it out alive.